You guys, we have our RV.
Baby, we're children of summer. We're meant to be free. Honey, we're not like the other. No reason to be.
We have an RV and a little bit of
excited.
a little backstory before we tell you about the RV.
Yeah.
So when we were living in a van, we renovated the whole thing. We basically gutted the entire thing, like waterproofed it, renovated it, did everything we wanted to it to make it our own home, and traveled around North America with it, and it was great. We loved it. You got pregnant, and it definitely had some challenges. This trip will have its own challenges, but we wanted to do this one a little differently. So the main thing is that we will be in an RV rather than a van. So the RV is 29 feet, almost 30 feet long. Comparatively, the van was 20 feet long.
Yeah, it's a lot of extra space.
That's a ton of extra square footage, and you can stand up in it, you can walk around in it. It's way bigger than the van that we traveled in. The RV is a Class C Coachman Leprechaun. I'm not quite sure the year. I think it's like early to mid 90s. And it is awesome. Like, everything works in it. It has a water heater, a generator, everything you need in an RV, and it's all right there. And it's just gonna be so different from the van. Like, I'm so
different.
excited.
There's so much storage. There's so much space.
Yeah.
There's
There's a closet.
a closet.
Yeah.
Back when we were renovating the van, Corbin's parents were helping us through the process. They had so much fun. They thought it was the coolest thing ever. So they actually went out and bought their own RV and did the same thing. They totally renovated this RV, and they used a lot of the same materials that we were using in the van.
Yeah.
So, you guys, this is actually their RV, and it looks very much like another version of the Wander Wagon, but bigger.
Yeah, and we are so fortunate and lucky to be that they are letting us use their RV, and we're doing this for a couple reasons. One, obviously, to save money.
Yeah.
If like it's a paid off RV, so I don't know if you guys have done research on Class C RVs. Class C RVs are very, very affordable, especially if you buy them at a year that's not brand new, obviously. So like, I was looking online for some of these, and some of them I found for like $8,500, which, yeah, that's a lot of money, but for a RV, like, RVs can go for hundreds of thousands when
we were at the RV dealership.
Yeah, looking at RVs.
We were looking at RVs that were more like
$60,000.
$60,000.
Yeah. Which is a ton of money, but if you're going to be living in it for years, it's going to be less expensive than a house.
Right.
But if you get a used RV like this, you can find them for like $8,000 to $10,000, and you get everything that a new one's going to have. Is just not brand new. So that is obviously one of the main reasons we're going to be using theirs, is to save money, because we are saving money for our dream house. The second reason is we don't know how long we're going to be in the RV. We don't know if this is going to be a long-term thing. We don't know if we're going to like it. We don't know if we're going to be able to do it with a child. Like, we don't know. We've done van life before, just us, but with a child, that just changes everything. So we really wanted to be responsible and smart by just testing it out, getting our feet wet. I think we're going to love it. I don't know if we're going to do it for years, but I think we're going to love it and have a great time.
Yeah.
And this is just a way where we can save money and test it out.
Yeah.
Another reason we're going to use theirs is because it is a Class C. So Class Cs are actually safer than Class As. Class As are the big box ones. Class Cs are actually built on a truck chassis, which is basically the truck foundation, and then they put the RV on top of it, all the coach stuff. But those chassis and the structural integrity of these chassis are federally regulated, and they have to go through safety standards. Class A's, they don't really have that. Class A's, I don't even think have airbags. So that's another reason why we're using theirs. And honestly, one of the big reasons is they know the ins and outs of this vehicle. When we were buying the van, it was such a huge gamble, and it ended up stuff wasn't working, like our water heater.
Yeah.
It worked like 2 days out of the 6 months we were on the road or something.
Yeah.
So my parents know this vehicle. My dad knows what works, what doesn't work. Everything's running, and we don't have to go through all of that worry and stress, and because things could break, but we're going into it knowing what's broken and what's working.
Yeah.
So
So it's very exciting. We're so grateful that they're letting us borrow their RV for this adventure.
And who knows, maybe if we actually love it a lot, like we could get our own, you know?
Yeah, no, 100. If we decide we want to do this like full time, we would get our own
and then renovate it and do all that.
Yeah.
Because that's part of the fun. Honestly, part of the fun for the van trip was renovating.
Is so much fun.
Yeah, and
We
so if we love it, then we're gonna get one and renovate it ourselves.
Yeah. I cannot wait to give you guys the tour. The way they renovated it is so nice.
It reminds me of the Wonder
It's
Wagon.
a lot like the Wonder Wagon, but of course they've put like their own touch on it too. And it's just like so much bigger. It's beautiful inside.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. Can't wait to share it with you. But also there's a couple questions that keep coming up in videos that we just wanted to talk about a couple. One is like, what are we gonna do for the car seat with June? And we're still working on that. We're trying to figure that out. We've been doing a lot of research. There's been like a lot of really helpful websites, and we're trying to figure out what's going to be the safest option for June.
Yeah. Obviously, we're going to do the safest option, and we're going to make sure that she's safe. There's like a website called Car Seat for the Littles, and they have a lot of information on there, but we're also going to consult. You can consult with this other couple that lives in RV. They consulted with a firefighter, and just to see like what would be the safest method in their specific RV. So we might do that and just get another opinion and make sure that June is riding in the safest place possible. And we also might make a video on it and see if we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Then
We definitely want to do a lot more how-to videos. I think we've mentioned this before, but another question is like finances. Like, how much is this gonna cost? How much does it actually cost to live on the road? How can you like find ways to bring in money? And I think we'll probably break all that stuff down in individual videos while we're out on the road.
Yeah, because something we want to do different about this trip is we want to sit down and do in-depth videos on teaching how you guys, if you are interested in living on the road, how you could do it,
how we're doing it, what works for us, and what might work if you wanted to do it,
and how you could apply it to you.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be, I'm really excited for this trip. It's gonna be very different. I feel like whenever you do something for the second time, it's always like, okay, I kind of got this, and now we get to like take it up a notch and make it just a little bit better. Yeah,
it's gonna be definitely way more comfortable in a bigger space. The van was super nice because it could go wherever, but we have a different situation. We have a toddler, and we need more space.
Yeah.
So
totally.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to share the whole tour with you guys. We'll be doing that soon once we are out here at this place.
Yeah. We've got like a week and a couple days left.
Not very long. So very soon.
But that is it for today's video. If you guys have any more itching questions for us, leave them down in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Be a repeater.